Morning, 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 everybody. Morning. Woosah. I couldn't sleep. I woke up. I have insomnia, so I wake up every once in a while anyway. It's just what it is. You know. Thank God there's some slot plays. So I can watch it before I go back to bed. It says I am in bed. Um, the camera is off. It says I am in bed. The camera is off. I already talked about the subject matter, and I'm talking about it in my little channel, not my big channel. So most people will not know that I'm actually having this conversation. Let me put a post and ask people to join me for a conversation on my live. Hold on, let me do this. Just in case if anybody wants to check it out later. Mm-hmm. Let me put a post. A lot of stuff is going on, my friends. A lot of stuff is going on. Mm-hmm. I removed everything from the other page, and because I believe that I have a right, the First Amendment and everything, you know what I'm saying? Because someone, the First Amendment and everything, that's just me, you know. I think we have a right to talk about anything we damn well want to talk about, to be honest with you. You know, a lot of us are innocent in thinking that everybody believe the same thing no matter what, but that's not exactly right. I'm finding out, we're all finding out the hard way that there is a, what do you call it? There is a limit to free speech. We're all finding out the hard way. There is a limit to free speech. I mean, I'm going to always talk about what I feel like I want to talk about because I'm grown. Also, the reason why I talk about what I want to talk about is because I don't believe in being offensive in my thoughts. Some people may not like what I have to say, but because of how I lived my regular normal life, I don't play around with certain topics. Not because I can't, it's just because I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to glorify about anything bad happening to somebody when a lot of bad things has happened to my family and I advocate against it? You know what I'm saying? So I would never do that. So that's how I feel about things. But not everybody feel that way. I will talk about a subject matter. I will pick a point that I'm interested in on a subject matter, but I'm not going to. My role has never been to to drag somebody unless they did something personal to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they give me fire, if they give me stuff to talk about, then it's up to them. You understand what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm just adding a post. I don't see anybody here anyway. I'm just talking to myself. There's a lot, guys, that's going on. So anyway, I'm here to say that we need to stay quiet. A lot of us, we need to stay quiet. Uh-oh. Damn, I just got in there. Damn it. What happened? He just... Oh, he's still here. Okay, good. No, I just was watching him. I just got in here. I am watching live. I don't like this particular game. All right. I want all of us, especially my people, to stay quiet. We need to stay quiet. We need to stay quiet and we need to stay out of it. Not keeping it real. A lot of us, it's depending on who we are, but a lot of us, a few of us has been commenting on the various story about what happened recently. I personally comment I didn't disparage, I didn't disrespect. As again, as I said over and over again, I am a GV. Oh, I can say it here. I'm a GV. Well, I gotta be careful. I think it's more than 10 minutes, but I'm a GV uh, prevention advocate for many years. I'm on a break right now because of the current environment. And I am a political environment. I'm on a break. I'm doing content things, and I resigned from my position anyway to give somebody else an opportunity because there was other stuff going on. But I plan on going back in the movement when the time is ready, probably sometime in the future. It looked like I'm going to be having to talk about it more anyway because of certain things that's happening, and I try to avoid actually talking about what's happening because I really wanted to give somebody else an opportunity, and I am. I mean, there is another survivor that's actually took over my role, and they're doing the job. So it doesn't make sense to me. It always never makes sense if somebody's doing the job for me to go and do the same thing because it looks like I am intruding in their, in their work. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they'll mind it, but one never knows. My group may mind it. My other group may mind it. They might. I'm sure they do. You need to go leave. Let us do the work and stop being all nosy in everybody's business. So I stepped away from being a survivor advocate. Also, just tired. It's hard work, and I didn't feel like I was being one thing as being what's the word, effective anymore. Working with survivors is so difficult, and it was just getting too much, and I was finding myself in various conflicts, and there was a lot of people who I believe, you know, was taking my kindness for weakness. It was a lot. Either way, I'm not doing the work anymore. I'm retired, or for a while. I may go back, but I may go back limited right now. So anyway, that's it. That's me as GV prevention work, survivor work, working with survivors of GV, etc., etc. I went on to do this content and stuff like that, and unfortunately, as a result of a recent incident, a lot of things has come out. A lot of people, a lot of content creators are talking about what happened. A lot of people are getting certain type of pushback depending on what you're saying. I myself was talking about one aspect of it that I found to be like that I found interested on my part in regards to conversations and stuff that I noticed that was being had prior to the incident. And if you know, you know. I also have other social media, so you could check it out. Well, I'm here today to talk about because there's been drama even on my half, and I talked about it briefly. And I took the video down, and I'll probably post the video back up again so everybody know because it's a cautionary tale of how you have to be very careful to know who you're partnering with and what's going on in real life. You gotta be careful, and you have to be able to make informed decisions. Right? You have to be able to make informed decisions. So I did a video to tell you guys what was going on. I took it down. I'll probably put it back up again. But right now, something else is in play that I am like I'm actually shocked. I'm still shocked. I talked about it earlier on another live. I didn't post it yet. I just talked about it. I'll probably post it later. But I'm telling you, guys, guys, I I thought I was I thought I was seeing things or imagining things when I started seeing that Candace Owens started taking up this topic. I thought I was seeing things. I was like, yo, it started not yesterday, because today is Thursday. It started Tuesday, and I saw that she was talking about things. You see, I don't follow Candace Owens. I don't like Candace Owens. I don't like her. I don't like her because Candace Owens, I believe, is disparaging, right? I believe that Candace Owens, as a black female, should be able to recognize, fight for, and respect the struggles of other black females in various communities. And I don't think she does. I think she's one of the people that feel that she's better than the rest and stuff like that because she had more privilege. And I don't like the fact that she um, pushed this narrative that I believe is untrue. We can never say that everything is untrue. There are always other people in our community, various community, that does stuff that we don't approve of, but you don't make a general statement or a general understanding of an entire group of people when you are part of those people. Like Candace Owens is a black female. She may act like she's not, but she is. So everything that she said, right, is, in my opinion, disrespectful and unnecessary. And I also found out that she plays in people's faces, right? That's how I feel about Candace Owens. So I don't listen to Candace Owens. She annoys the hell out of me. But I'm sure I annoy the hell out of her. She probably find me to be an example of what she wants to fight against for years. I don't care. She's grown. I'm grown. We're adulting. We don't need to know each other or have anything to do with each other. We don't even need to talk about each other. And obviously, she doesn't know me. I wouldn't expect Candace Owens to know me for the next black person on the corner or any corner that she travels in. If she travels in the corner that black people can travel anyway. So imagine my surprise that I saw that she started talking about a certain subject matter, and I'm like, what the hell is going on with Candace Owens? I'm like, what is she doing? Right? Again, it was the same surprise that I had and prior to the incident for the other person. I was like, wait a minute, what am I seeing here? Are they actually taking up this fight? Is also my surprise again when I realized the MAGA brothers and sisters were taking up the fight as far as releasing the files. I'm like, yo, why is everybody surprising me? Where am I? Am I in the Twilight Zone? Why is everybody, it look like everybody's doing the opposite of what I expected them to do? MAGA community fighting to release the files, being diligent about it to the point where the Democrats joined in. Who knew? I didn't know that was happening until it happened. The incident that happened the other day, prior to the horrible incident, the person was also taking up the fight. I'm like, who knew? Like, what? What's happening here in this world? Why are they taking up the fight, and what happened to them? Right? Because I want to know what happened to them. Because nobody has a right to do anything like that to somebody because of their views. Period. I don't care. I'm a GV advocate. I stand by that. I don't care if most people don't agree with me. You don't take nobody out. You don't take anything away from somebody, their family, stuff like that, permanently. You didn't put the person in here. You don't take them out. Period. All right. So that's one. So now I'm sitting down and I'm watching and see what the hell going on with Candace Owens. And I'm watching. I'm like, yo, is she for real? Is she going where I think she's going? And that was on Tuesday. And then yesterday she went full. I'm like, yo, holy shit. Candace Owens is really now talking about this. She's talking about this openly, and everyone is losing their mind. But she's not the only one. Part of her group, apparently, for what I'm hearing, is Candace Owen, Tucker Carlson, Meg. Her name is Megan. I can't stand her. Kelly. Those three are on one side of the coins. Nitfin Fianti, Laura Luma, and I think MTG, Margie Taylor Greene, is with the Candace Owens side of the group. And then you have Laura Luma, Nick Fiorentis, and I don't know about the rest of them. I don't know all their names. I only know the key names are on the other side. Now, Candace is making some very explosive claims, and I'm not even going to waste my time and energy and talk about what she's talking about, because I have a lot of friends and advocates on every spectrum you could think of, and I wouldn't even disrespect them to even talk about what she's saying. Period. I'm gonna let it go. My conversation with you guys is that she has taken up the fight to find out what happened, and we need to remain quiet and still and allow it to happen. Unless you don't have anything to lose, don't say nothing. Let it go. First of all, it's my opinion of 92% and 80% black folks, we wasn't in it anyway, to be honest with you. We wasn't really in it. We wasn't really talking about it. There was nothing. A lot of us are old school anyway, where we weren't paying attention to any of this because it wasn't impacting our bottom line necessarily. And even if it was impacting our bottom line, we know how to survive anyway. We're not talking about anybody who believe that they're better than us. We're not. We letting it go. So a lot of us wasn't really talking about it anyway, but a lot of the young people was talking about it. I know the left and the progressive left was talking about it. You know, saying a lot of them had things to say. And according to my understanding in the United States of America, you have a First Amendment right to talk, because a certain group was pushing that narrative, and it was being very unhappy when people were trying to cancel them for what they had to say. But we are here now, right? There is no such thing as the freedom of speech right now, the First Amendment now, because everybody now is being brought up, losing stuff. Jimmy Campbell just got suspended the other day. You know, other hosts. What's my other favorite hostess just got pulled? You understand? I said a lot of people are getting pulled. People are losing their jobs. People are getting kicked out of school. There's other ramifications for talking about it. You know, and I'm for one believe that anybody should talk about anything they feel like, and I still stand on it because I'm still talking. But here's the thing about this particular situation right now. Unless you don't have anything to lose, then talk about it, do whatever you want to. But I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think it's necessary anymore. I don't think it's necessary for us to talk about nothing. I think, in my opinion, I think a lot of us could stay quiet right now and watch what happens. Because to me, it reminds me of the Hunger Game. And I'm shocked as anybody else. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I literally can't believe. I'm like in shock. I'm like, I can't believe that they're fighting. And the thing is that if you go online, it's half on Candace Owens' side trying to figure out what happened, and the other half are calling her a money grabbing, untruthful person. So it's insane to me. Like, go on Twitter. If you go on Twitter, you'll see everything. And it's insane. I'm like, yo, what is happening right now? Now, I even saw on Twitter that the pastor has come out on behalf of the family to tell her to stop, right? A lot of people are going in about, oh, she's acting this way and talking this way, and that's supposed to be her friend, blah, 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 blah. I never particularly thought that they were real friends anyway, because like I said, with everything I'm hearing that's being said, it's like, how can you be a friend of somebody when everything you say about their people, you know what I'm saying, is controversial? So how can you really be friends? But who knows? Maybe they were really friends. Maybe the reason why she feels that she could say things like this is because she really is hurting. Some people say no, she's doing it for money, but why? Why would she need to do that? I know she's controversial. I know she's talking about the I think sometimes she come across as cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs myself, but she's talking about how the First Lady of France is something where the First Lady of France has already seen proof that she's not, right? And she's now part of a multi-million dollar lawsuit and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, if she has a credential, like a legitimate media credential, which I don't think she does, but let's say she does, if she is a legally a media personality, then she does have some coverages as far as some protection when she's telling her story. She does. Now, of course, we currently live in a society where you, even being media, you no longer have coverage. They could suspend you and let you go, which is why I think a lot of media personality needs to get ready for that class action suit. Telling you guys, y'all don't sleep on it, because there is every media personality, and depending on their states, have some coverage on liability for free speech. Every one of them, every single one of them, every state. And because one part of the federal government decided that's not the case, doesn't mean that it is not in place. It's definitely in place. And this is where lawsuits in court and judges and federal and all this stuff need to come in and play, and be like, yo, y'all need to stop playing with this mess. But at the end of the day, let it go, because the only issue so far that they've taken umbrages is the current issue. This is why I said earlier, I did a live earlier, and I said we need to pay attention and stop talking about one thing and start remembering the fact that the Hartman family, Melissa and Mark, and their puppy Gilbert, is no longer with us as of June 2025. Let's concentrate on them a little bit and hold their family in prayer. And stop talking about this incident, because they want it to be their incident. Let them deal with it. Let them deal with it. Funny enough, when it comes to various losses, I've dealt with losses for many years, again, as a fellow survivor, because unfortunately I lost two nephews, and I've been doing this work for a long time. You have to let them, people who grieve, do whatever they feel like they want to do in their own time. Now, of course, I believe there's a lot of hypocrisy going on when it comes to the First Amendment. You know what I'm saying? But then it's going to be what it's going to be. For a long time, the far left, center left, all of us been talking about the cancel culture, and I'm one for a good cancel culture, boy. Especially when it comes to racism and disrespect. I am one of the ones that push for, like, yo, we need to dox these people, find out where they are, blah 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 blah. So I'm not one to go to now sit here like a hypocrite and feel away when these people, even though they're the one that talk mad crap about cancel culture, is using the same technique. Go do what you do. You can't tell people how to fight. When somebody get offended, right? You can't tell them to do how to fight, and if they use your own method against you, it's going to be what it's going to be. But anyway, let's talk about what's going on today. We need to remain still and quiet. This is not our argument. This is not our fight. Many of us have already discussed it, and certain things has happened. Now we don't need to talk about it. There's no reason. We need to allow Candace Owens and her group to fight it out and find out what actually happened. I heard that the young person, the person that, based on the incident that the family member are talking about, based on my understanding, based on what I've seen with the pastor, there's been some suggestion that the family member may is trying to look into legal means to stop Candace Owens. Now, I don't know if it's true. This is all social media. But I'm waiting to see if it's true. Now this woman's going to have me paying attention to her freaking channel. Oh, my God. But what if the family submit sister to sister Candace O, and this is gonna be a fucking nightmare for them. But for the rest of us, we could sit here and pay attention because it is not our fight. They are so upset, a lot of them, that a lot of us are being impacted in different ways because we are telling this story. We no longer need to tell the story. We could talk about, like, for example, what's happening with Candace Owens. We could talk about that and say, look, Candace Owens is now doing this and this is doing that. We could talk about that. But other than that, we don't need to talk about anything else when it comes to this unless you have nothing to lose. And if you have nothing to lose, then do whatever you want to do. But right now, they are trying to, with the help of the federal government and every single political entity in this world, in the United States, to stop First Amendment speech. That's what they're doing. And they're doing it successfully because they own everything. So unless you have nothing to lose, let it go. Stay quiet. Let them do what they're going to do because at the end of the day, everything is going to be reversed anyway. I tell my mom all the time, I said, I get upset, I get frustrated, and then I spend the time and I realize that everything get reversed anyway. Everything get reversed. If you think about anything that happened back in the 1800s, 1900s, 2000s, 2001, 2, 3, 10, 20, we're in 20 now, right? 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. Anything. Everything get reversed. Everything get reversed. Apparently the Constitution is getting reversed right before our eyes. First Amendment is getting reversed right before our eyes. Everything get reversed. So if we sit here long enough, quiet enough, patient enough, everything that's happening right now is going to get reversed. And a lot of people is going to feel a certain way when they realize which part of history they're part of. A lot of people is going to feel a certain way. A lot of people are going to act like they don't remember what is happening right now, and it's up to us as the holder of our generation to remember this, to tell our future generation this is what we went through at this time. But in the meantime, if you have anything to lose, or even if you don't need to do anything right now except for stay quiet. Don't say nothing about what happened the other day. Don't say nothing. Just watch and just report on specific facts. And the fact is that Candace Owens has decided to take up this fight. Now, the thing is she doing it for clickbait, or does she generally is in mourning for a loss? We don't know. I myself did not think the friendship was real. I said, there's no way. There's no way. Not with certain views. I mean, they polar opposite. Like, are you friends? But then I started really thinking about it. Like, what if what if that was really her friend? What if she really lost somebody that she really loved and she's in deep mourning and she want answers? What if she really want answers? And if that's the case, ooh, here we go. I've been waiting for it. Then he put so much money in this. Please let it be a coin. Please let it be a coin. Yes, a coin. Okay, it happened. It happened, guys. It's a coin. Okay, let's see if he got it. Go ahead. Go ahead, PD. Go ahead. Let's see. Let's go. Pop, 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 pop. Let me do it finally. Lord have mercy. How much you put in there, my friend? Lord have mercy. This is crazy. All right, let's go. Let's get this. Let's make this thing happen, guys. What if that's really her friend? What if she is really trying to find out what happened to him in true life, in true form? And what if she can? This thing, it's not good. What happened? Stop touching it. I keep telling you guys, stop touching it. The reason why you guys is not working is because you guys keep trying to stop it. Stop it. Oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. It's because you guys keep touching it. Stop touching it. Let it go. We tell you all the time. We always say no touchy when it comes to these slot machines. So anyway, let's talk about it. She is going in. So yeah, well, you touch it. Don't let it. Don't touch it. Don't stop and fight it. Let it go. So anyway, she put in a lot of money for that little bit. The mummy has done that to us me before. It's a horrible machine. It makes me crazy. So anyway, guys, let's talk. So she now, what if she really loves them? What if that was really her friend? Because right now she's going against the government. So she's saying, and I'm not going to tell you what part she's picking, but she's saying there's a cover up that's happening. That's what she's saying, right? Half the people that I see online support her, meaning part of her group, right? Her group, which is the Make America Great Again group. I see a lot of people supporting her and saying, yes, we need to find out what's happening. This is about some BS. And we have another group who is calling her out of her name, saying she's using the moment to get clicks and views and stuff like that. And that she wasn't a true friend. A true friend wouldn't be talking about it and stuff like that. A true friend would at least allow the incident, to be laid and move and allow the family to like have their time right now. And I mean, I can't say yes or no on that. I can't say yes or no on that because again, I can't say yes or no. I've seen people who, when someone transition is the time where they have the biggest conflict and resolution, when there's a lot of fights and stuff like that, and arguments and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff you can't tell people how to grieve or how to be angry during a time of a massive tragedy like that. You can't tell them, and that goes for everything. You can't tell people, whether it's family or friends, when it comes to tragedy, how to grieve, right? I don't like the way people are trying to use what's happening, but again, it's not my fight. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm going to talk about the facts of what I see, but I'm not even going to try to explain any more about what people are doing as far as trying to dox people, cancel people. It's been going on for a long time. What I can say, and I'm being 100% honest about this, that what I can say is that everyone now is an equal footing. And let me tell you why I say this. Everyone now is on equal footing. What do I mean by that? No one now could blame the other for being a cancel culture. No one now could blame the other for not respecting the First Amendment. No one. Because everybody is now in the same playing field. Everybody's about the same bullshit. Everybody will use the same thing to go after the other. So no one is better, higher than anybody else. Everybody is now in the same playing field. Everybody is equally petty. Everybody's equally conniving. Every group. There's no group. I never want to hear that a certain group is a fighter for the First Amendment, because there's no such thing as fighting for the First Amendment at all. Never. Fighting for the First Amendment was only convenient when others could use it, right? To tell others how bad and wrong they are. It's no longer the case, which is refreshing to me. Because now that we all know where we stand with shit, now I think that we all now, you see, come on, coin. Not wilds, coin. Come on, give him the coin. Oh, you piece of trash. They didn't even give him the wild because he needed 3 wilds. I hate when it does that. Right? So we all now in the playing field. We all now can look at each other and be like, okay, I know what time you want. But anyway, let's go back to Candace Owen. Candace Owen and some of her counterparts are taking up this battle. Some people are saying that she is wrong. Why didn't you just give him the coin? The fuck? Some people are saying that she is wrong and disrespectful and evil because she is doing it during this time. is being stated because the pastor came out and told her to stop. Now there's some whispers that the wife, right, is may in the family, and the family is, really the wife, may decide to take some actions. I'm saying to you guys, what if the wife or the family or the pastor or anybody submits a cease and desist on Candace Owens? It's going to blow my freaking mind. It's going to blow my freaking mind. A lot of people is really going hard on Candace, like they're going hard on her. Depending on what's part of it, it looked like it to me. It looked like it's an equal split. To me, it looked like equal split. And Candace is talking about how she has receipts. Now, there's been people that say that Candace been talking about her receipts for a very long time, and she's not bringing anything forward. But if she was his friend, and she and Megyn Kelly are in agreement, and Megyn Kelly was one of the last people that had an interview and spoke to said person, then this could be crazy to me. This could be absolutely insane to me on every single level. I don't see anybody here. I'm the only one that's talking, but I'm going to post this. Right? This could be insane. Why would she? Because a lot of people are saying that, but why would she? Let's think about it for a second. Why would Candace Owen take up this fight now? I just don't think that she's doing it for clicking views. I don't know. We this is like she's blowing my mind right now. I don't think that she's doing it for clicking views. I don't know. I think she genuinely thinks that there's a conspiracy that's happening, and I don't want to talk about what she thinks the conspiracy was, because prior to my original report was that I felt as a result of said prior to the incident that it had to do with the Epstein files. That's what I thought, and I thought that it was weird that something happened once the Epstein files got involved. So I already had my little conspiracy type theory about what happened, but now you're telling me that Candace Owen decided that she's going to take up this fight against the government, and not only take up the fight against the government, but also take up the fight against the conservative MAGA community. And the thing about her is that she's not scary at all. She's not scary, meaning that she's about to go in. And if that's her real friend, and she says she has receipts, again, they say that she's been talking about receipts for a long time and she hasn't released them before. What if she has a receipt? Look at this look at this. This game never does that. It never does that. Do you know how many times I play this freaking game? This game never does that. It does everything but that. It doesn't give you nothing. So he just sat there and it just gave it to him. This is the most hardest game that I've ever played. So anyway, guys, let me tell you. So why would she's first of all, she's very powerful. So she's risking losing everything. This this oh wow. Sorry guys, I'm just watching something. I can't believe it gave him that on the second spin. And this game never does that ever. I'm shocked. 3 hours? That's crazy to me. Actually, 2 hours. If it had given 3 hours, I would have like really just jumped. That's crazy. You know. So let me tell you guys. So I'm shocked. So Candace is taking up this fight now with the government and with the other far right, and it's blowing my mind. I'm not going to talk about what she said because again, I have a lot of friends, of course, various national groups. So I'm not going to talk about it. If you guys want to hear what she has to say, go check it out yourself. But let me tell you, when I saw her saying conspiracy, oh sorry, guys, I was shocked. She's taking up a big battle right now because a lot of people in the community that she travels among, they don't believe in they don't believe in the First Amendment. They are very angry right now. Anybody who says anything about anything, they're going after, right? Right? This is why I tell everybody to stay quiet because it's not we you don't need to talk about it anymore. Let them talk about it. Let them deal with it. We don't need to be part of that anymore. That's it. Let it be their thing and let go. Unless you don't have anything to lose, then you could do whatever you want to. But I think that first of all, the rest of us wasn't really talking about it anyway. We were brought into it. Ooh, holy crap! That's insane. Are you serious? That's nice. It should have been more though. For $8, it should have been more. Stop this fast pay. It's making me fucking crazy. I hate when they did do that. You're fast spin, you're losing your money a lot quicker. Let the machine does what it's supposed to do. Anyway, guys. What was I saying? Unless you don't have anything to lose, then you don't need to talk about it. And a lot of us wasn't talking about it anyways initially until we were brought into it. We were sitting here minding our business, You know what I'm saying? We were aware about the circumstances, but we had nothing in this game. We weren't hating on anybody. We didn't know the person. The person didn't really impact us any negative ways. There's been a lot of people that talks the same way as the person talk. Of course, people, especially regular people, who has lost someone, like I lost somebody, and two nephews, feel empathetic and sympathetic for the family. Also, we who are in the movement cry out loudly that no one should be taken out for their opinion and their voices. That's why nobody should be taken out, period. I take that stand. You didn't put the person in, you shouldn't take them out. All right? Nobody has a right to take another person's life, period. That's my stand, and I stick with it. I don't care who it is. You have to be really the lowest of the low. You have to do really horrific things to innocence, right? Or be a serial for me to even consider it. Other than that, everybody needs to live their lives the way they're gonna live their life, and if they do bad things, they need to be punished through the law. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel. But with that said, though, they are taking everything that they can, all the frustrations, because they have the federal government on their side, they have Congress on their side, they have the Supreme Court on their side, they have the occupant on their side. So they're using the cancel culture and everything that's been used for years that they disparaged and talked against as weapon against other people for talking about what happened. Right? People are threatening people. We had absolutely nothing to do with it. I've said it from the beginning that we as a community had nothing to do with it, because there's no way that this incident would have happened. A black and brown person would have been able to get away with this incident where it happened. I've been saying it for a long time, right? But everybody's using anything that people say. Don't get me wrong. There's other people that's used the person's word against them and say, well, this person did this and that. But other people are just pretty much reporting on the news, or just reporting that, hey, prior to what he what he was fighting for, because the reason why he came into my radar, because he was fighting for the same thing I was fighting for, and I was like, wait a minute, he was fighting for this. I want to know what happened to him. I would have wanted to know what happened to him anyway, but I really want to know what happened to him, because he's a voice for this, and he's fighting for this, and I want to know if this had. I'm not saying anything happened to it, but I want to know, because he was saying, it was alleged that he said that he was scared. So that's what I was talking about. But anyway, even talking about that became too much for some people, but that's fine as long as other people are still good. At least I still have a house. Um, meaning if you know, you know. I'm not talking about my actual house. I do have an actual house, but I'm talking about something else. I talked about it in another live. So if you wasn't in the other live, you don't understand what I'm talking about. But anyway, I came. Oh, that was close. I came here to say. You see, now the game is acting like I normally know that it acts, like it's not giving nothing. I came in to say that we don't need to say nothing. We can stay quiet, because Candace only decided to take up the fight, right? Now, is she doing it for click and views? I don't know. I don't know. Is she doing it because she really loved the person, and that was really her friend, that she wants to know the truth, and there are other people that wants to know the truth too? I, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I do know that, and I believe that Candace Owens is not one to play with. She has, I believe, a very powerful husband, and if their relationship is true, he ain't gonna let anybody play with his wife like that. He's not gonna let anybody play with his wife. She also not the only one that feels a certain way. She has other people in her community that's agreeing with her that something is not quite right. I think the young person's family is going to eventually come out, unless they want to protect themselves against any type of hatred from the community as large. because I know, because they are. I mean, they they raise him to believe in the Second Amendment and other things. So parents can't be completely clueless when it comes to the children. You have to hope for the best when it comes to your child, but you can't be completely clueless. Some of us are. Some people can't. Of us, it's like, well, especially when they're adults. When they're adults, there's nothing we could do. We could only teach them on what we want them to know and the type of person that we want them to be, and depending where they take it. I'm sorry, guys, I'm yawning. They take it. I'm sorry, guys, I'm yawning because I woke up and uh, and I need to go back to sleep. But depending on where they take it, guys. But parents are know their kids. Oh wow, she always does good in these games. They have a lot of money, I can tell you. You have a lot of money to be playing this stuff over and over again. You know. Let me see how much she got. Oh, she only playing a little bit of money. I thought she was playing big money. Yeah, it's okay. She's not. Oh, sorry, cause she's not playing anything big. So, as I was saying, that when it comes to Candace, Candace is also a powerful person. I don't think her husband's gonna allow anybody to play too much with him. You understand what I'm saying? She's taking up this fight, and she's not alone. She has a group. There's a group of them. Half of them are taking up this fight. The other half are not. Half of them are agreeing with Candace. The other half are not. She is not playing with them. She wants to know what happened. Wait a minute. How much you lost? Wait a minute. How much you said you lost? Hold on a second, guys. I want to find out how much he lost. I thought he said that he lost something. I thought he said what he lost. I thought I'm about to have a heart attack on this guy. So, anyways, guys, as I was saying, Candace is taking up on this fight, and I'm in shock. I don't know why she's doing it. Maybe she genuinely loved him, and then she wants to find out what's going on. I really don't know if she would do it. I know I'm being repetitive, guys, but I don't know if she would do it for click and views. It doesn't make sense to me. She has half of the community on her side and the other half going after her. Why would she do this? She doesn't need the money. I don't think she needs the money. She's, of course, she says she doesn't have enough. She doesn't have money for the lawsuit that she has against the French government. But I thought it was my understanding that her hubby. I thought that her husband had funds, but she said that she's broke and that she can't afford a lawsuit with the French government, but yet she's pushing the narrative, right? So we already know that she's extreme, right? We know that Candace O, once she gets a story in her crawl, she's going to run it down, right? She is now running down this that the government is lying and there's a conspiracy in regards to her friend. That's what she's doing right now. She has a lot of powerful people on her side. The Meg Ryans of the world, the Meg Ryan, the Meg Kelly of the world, the Tucker Carlsons of the world, Marjorie Taylor Greene of the world. They all talking about this. They seem to be implying they're on her side, whereas on the other side is the Nick Fuentes of the world, the pastors of the world, or the pastor of the family of the world. We have Laura Loomer on the world. These are vicious people who take their movement very seriously and are known to really attack, drag, dox, make people's lives miserable. And they are currently at war. They've been talking about civil war for a long time, talking about how there's going to be a civil war between the left. And to be honest with you, when they say civil war between the left, I always think of black and brown bodies. I don't think of anybody else, to be honest with you. I'm just keeping it real. When they look at us, they're thinking about, when they say war, I'm thinking black and brown. Some people are like, oh, no, Mama Flip. They're talking about the left and progressive. No, I know exactly how they talking and how they feeling. Because whenever they go off, it's always on the black and brown people. Period. So anyway, the Civil War does not seem to be against Make America Great, the MAGA people, and black and brown bodies. It seems like the Civil War is between one facet of the MAGA crew versus another facet of the MAGA crew. And I started this live by saying that we need to remain quiet. And I mean that we need to remain quiet and sit back and watch what the hell is going on. There's no need for anybody else to be doxxed, lose their job, lose any opportunity. And talking about this because Candace Owen just took up the fight. We need to figure out who's going to win at the end and what information is going to come out. Because to be honest with you, Candace Owen is not one to play with. I started saying that and I got lost on watching the slide. Candace Owen is not one to play with, ladies and gentlemen. You can't play with Candace Owen. You can't. She's not one. Candace Owens is not one to play with, ladies and gentlemen. She's not. You can't play with Candace Owens like you play with other people. You can't play with Candace Owens like you play with other people. She's not one of them. Who's Ooh, what is in it though? I hate this. It's hard to. It's terrible to say. Oh yeah, they're going after you too, my friend. At least at the very least, ABC. Even though, let's talk about Jimmy Kimmel. ABC talked about they suspended him. They didn't say fired. They said suspended, meaning they could reverse it at any time. Girl, please. Well, they're gonna drag him. Oh my God, we need to stay quiet. We need to stay quiet. Let her figure out what happened. Oh, they're talking about. Hold on, I want to hear what they have to say about it. Let them figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stay quiet. Let the rest of us stay as quiet as possible. Let's just be observers of what the hell is going on. We're gonna see who now has the community now. I'm telling that I'm gonna make. I myself believe that Candace Owen is going to learn what it's like to actually be a black person in this movement, to be in her movement. To be honest with you, that's how I feel about it. I think that Candace Owens go about thinking that she is better than other black females because she has opportunities that a lot of us don't. She feels very comfortable in the environment that she in. She goes around talking about how there isn't any racism. At least this is what I believe that she said, right? And that people use racism as a crutch, and that everybody, if you work hard enough and fight hard enough, you have the same opportunities. She talk a bunch of mess as a black woman in Black America, as if she doesn't experience the same as other black females. But I think that right now, where she's going with it, she's gonna learn that she's black. She's gonna learn that she's black real quick. But I could be wrong, because I'm more than willing to accept if I'm wrong, because she has some powerful friends, and also she has a YT husband. So this is going to be a mess. This is going to be a mess, especially if the wife decided to do a sis and desist, and she has receipts. What if she has receipts from her friend for many years? What if she actually does have receipts? Because I think that, in my opinion, I could be wrong again, and I say this because I am often wrong. Not often, but I've been wrong. But what if he prior did not really talk to his wife about certain things because he believed that his home should be about the wife doing her wifely duties, cooking and cleaning, take care of the kids. And he didn't talk to his wife about certain things, but yet he spoke to Candace Owens. What if she has receipts? What if she has texts? What if she has, and even if she doesn't, what if Megan Kelly has them? Or other people who stand with Candace? What if they have them and they start releasing receipts? Oh my God. Because somebody already released receipts on Twitter from the other side that's fighting to say that Candace is lying. They already released private messages, but let me tell you something. You could only see but so much. You don't. They're going to only release what they want you to see. But what if she has counter receipts? This thing is crazy. But at the end of the day, I want everybody, if you hear this, because there's nobody here, I'm just talking to myself right now. But if you hear this later, I need us all to be quiet, to let it play out. The MAGA community is using the cancel culture, no longer abiding by the First Amendment. They're doing everything because they're angry right now and they blaming us. I don't know. Again, I'm going to say it again. Don't blame us. We had nothing to do with it. Don't take your anger out on us. You guys have to concentrate on what the hell happened, why did it happen, and look and talk to your own. Figure it out. We talk to our own. Black and brown people, we talk to each other all the time, either mentally. Sometimes we only give each other looks like, and we understand what's going on. Y'all do the same thing. Talk to your people. Figure out why this thing happened and work among your people for it not to happen. Don't come to us. We had nothing to do with it. That's what I've been saying all this time. We had nothing to do with it. Don't get mad at us. Don't bring us into it. We're minding our business. But in this time, I'm telling us, my people, to just stay quiet. Don't talk about this. Unless you're talking about the specific facts, like Candace Owens, or they're doing something. Don't mention this individual unless you have to. Don't talk about the incident unless you have to. Don't bring up his own words unless you have to. Don't say nothing about this guy. Let it go. Look at it. Now they're playing Tucker Carlson. Right now I'm watching IHIP, and they say the MAGA civil war explodes as Trump loses grip. That's their title. That's not my title. I'm just reading what they said. A lot of people are now going to be paying attention about what the hell is going on. I am in shock, ladies and gentlemen. I am in shock. Literally, when I saw Candace O was going in, I'm like, is she doing what I think she's doing? I'm not even going to talk because they're talking about a certain segment of people. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not. What I'm telling you, first of all, the reason why Candace is saying that the government is doing something, she's talking about a specific issue, and I'm not there because I'm not part of any of the communities, and I'm not even giving her any light or breath because I don't know what the hell she's talking about. I'm interested only in the point that she says that the government is covering up. That's what I'm interested. I'm interested in that part. I'm not interested in her reasons of why. I'm interested in why she's taking up this battle, why she's going against the community, and what the community is going to do about it. Because Candace Owen is a powerful woman. She's powerful, but yet she's a black female, though. But she also have other whitey people, powerful whitey people that's siding with her. Well, then you have the kooks of the world, like the Laura Loomy and the Nick Francis, because they are, especially Laura Loomis, she is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs legitimately. Her family has come out. She has come out and said that she's legitimately had issues. So I'm using cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because she's disrespectful, but she does have mental health issues, right? So you have Laura Loomer, who's known for her cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs antics, going after Candace Owens. Is mind-boggling, people. I can't even begin to tell you. So we should just stay quiet, allow them to fight it out. We need to allow them to fight it out, guys. Hold on, I want to hear what she has to say. We need to allow these people, I promise you, we need to allow them to follow out and just sit there and watch them go off. And maybe they'll be able to find the answer. We don't know. Maybe if at the very least, if they're not able to find the answer, let's just say they're not able to find the answer. At the very least, they'll be able to resolve, in my opinion, they may be able to resolve the issue of the First Amendment. They may be able to resolve the issue of the First Amendment, guys. Right? Because if they both using the First Amendment to fight this out, because if they are fighting each other to get whatever truth they feel, then the rest of us don't need to say nothing. Because don't come after us if we're saying the same thing that your own people are saying, because that's exactly what they try to do. And we don't have to say no. You don't even have to say nothing. You just have to clip up what Candace O says. Don't clip up everything she's saying, because she's saying some outlandish things about a group of people. But you could just clip up the part where she said there's a conspiracy. I'm not the one that said it. Candace said it. Candace said it's a conspiracy. Candace said, look, Candace said it's a cover up. Just click those two and be like, hey, you guys need to talk to Candace. Don't talk to us. Don't come to us. We ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all people are talking to y'all people the same way that we said that we had nothing to do with what happened with the incident. Now y'all guys now have a problem with Candace Owens and stuff like that. Y'all need to talk to her, but we're paying attention. Because now you here, you are disrespecting us, talking about how you need to cancel us, cancel our opportunities, cancel our jobs, take away our school, get us suspended, get us fired. What are you doing about Candace Owens? She's talking too. She's talking mad mess. What y'all doing about Candace Owens, Megan, Tucker Carlson? What are you guys doing? You guys are coming after us. Why are you coming after us? We ain't the one, because we gotta remain quiet. We gotta allow them to take up this fight, guys. It has to happen. So anyway, stay quiet, stay vigilant. Now they got me paying attention to Candace O, and I'm pissed now. And I'm at the end of the day, I'm gonna see who's gonna win this one. Candace O doesn't play. She doesn't play, but nor does Laura Loomy. Them two are the two I'm watching it. The Nick Fuentes and the guys and stuff like that. I don't know too much of them. Tucker Carlson, he could only go but so far because he lost his show on Fox. He could only go so far and stuff like that. But I'm looking to see what the others do, because there's others of them that I know just subliminally, just by hearing their name, but I don't watch them, so I don't know too much about them. So I'm looking to see. It's going to be like the Avengers. When Captain America fought Iron Man, but the evil Captain America and the evil Iron Man. I'm sorry I brought Avengers. I love that movie. I'm sorry. Take that out of my mind. It's not. It's not. Let's think of something else. Because I hate doing that. Let's look at Supernatural. When the Avatar. No, not Supernatural. Is it Supernatural? Yes. When Lucifer was fighting is it Gabriel? Because it's supernatural. God wasn't so nice. He uses the boys and stuff, and as a result of his actions, supernatural. Let's use supernatural, yes. Gabriel against Lucifer. That's what happened. Because I don't want to use the Avengers because I love the show, but I love Supernatural too. But Supernatural had a twist on the Bible, so let's do that. I can't even begin. So let's think about right now. There's a supernatural battle that's happening among the MAGA community right now, and we all have to stay quiet and watch. Even Angel, the last season of Angel, where Angel and his group of Avengers were fighting against the dragons and everyone from that law firm. That's where we are right now, guys. We are seeing something that I never thought I would see. So we need to be quiet. We need to watch. Don't talk about the incident. Don't talk about that guy. Leave his family alone because MAGA is using the First Amendment or the hatred of the First Amendment as a weapon to dox and get people in trouble. Let them have their moment in history. As long as they don't come after us, talk about us, and blame us for anything that's happening. And I'm aware that there has been some incidents of black and brown male in Mississippi. I'm aware of that. I'm going to talk about that. I'm watching to see where this shit is going. And I think the people in Mississippi, our black and brown brothers, need to pay attention and protect ourselves. So I'm aware of that. But in the meantime, there is fighting among them. So instead of us getting into the fight and arguing with them and having them use our own words and stuff like that against them, let them fight it out. Let's see who wins. I'm not confident that Candace O is going to win because she's a black woman in this movement. I'm not confident, but she has powerful friends and she has a white tea husband. Also, Laura Loomer is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but so is Candace Owens. So this is going to be the battle of wow. Like I said, the supernatural. It's going to be the battle of the supernatural, and we just have to watch it, just like we used to watch the series, and see who wins at the end. So again, I've been talking to myself. This channel only have 15 people, I think 16 people. If you come across this video, please like, subscribe, and share because this is the channel where I'm going to be talking about certain subject matters that I cannot talk about on the slot channel. I promise, and I'm going to keep my word to keep all politics and entertainment away from the slot channel. That's only going to be slot plays, you know. So I'm going to keep my word on that. Except for posts every once in a while and ask people to come to this channel. That's as most I'm going to do. So hopefully people find this channel and listen to what I have to say about the subject matter. But wow, we just got to sit back and watch what the hell is happening. It's crazy right now. And now they got me watching Candace O, and this is great. I'm not even going to listen to her. See, I can't listen to her because she pisses me off. But what I do is that I see her title and I go on Twitter and see what other people are saying about her. That's what I do. But I don't know. I don't know how she's going to make out at the end, especially if she has the family against her. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is crazy to me. It's crazy. It's insane. But we'll see. She's a very powerful person. And it's not as if everybody's against her. You have, based on what I'm seeing on social media, and only on social media, it looked like she has some people on her side. They want to know, at the end of the day, they want to know what really happened. Why did this happen? They want to know what really happened. And it wasn't us. So, yeah. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and share. Please get me the 50 subscribers here so I could go live without having to use StreamYard. You guys take care of yourself. Okay, bye.